Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry it's been a while since I put up a video. I was having a crisis deciding what to film for you. I had an overwhelming amount of ideas and I didn't know where to start, so I think I'm gonna kind of go on like a video binge and just do all of the videos and all of the ideas I have for you and upload them because I had so many ideas I didn't know what to do. And that's kind of a good problem to have, right? Anyway, so I was in Italy last week for my birthday. And I only took one palette with me to save not only room because I was flying on Ryanair, but also just kind of time and hassle. And I ended up choosing the Too Faced Little Black Book of Beauty. And inside there are a lot of things. There's like 12 different eyeshadows, a highlighter, a very shimmery contour, 2 blushes, and under the mirror there's a little lip gloss. So I decided to bring this with me as a way to not only figure out really what this palette could do for me, because I'd only used it a couple of times beforehand, but really just to save space and challenge myself with some new colors. I challenged myself to use a different color combination every single day, and I was there for 8 days, and it was really, really fun. But I learned very quickly that these colors on my face could be a bit overwhelming, and so I had to choose new tactics to use them. And I'm going to show you one of my new favorites, which is using just 2, maybe 3 of the colors if you're going to use a highlight, and getting a really great look out of it. And it's a tactic that I don't use often on my own face, but I do like to use on other people with different shaped eyes, so I thought this would be a really great idea for you guys. All you're going to need is the palette of your choice. I'm just going to use this one because it's the one I was using in Italy. And you need 2 brushes. You need a flat shader brush, just a flat eyeshadow brush, and a domed brush. This is just an e.l.f. one, and this one is from Eco Tools. And a primer, an eyelid primer, and eyeliner and mascara of your choice. So let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to start with Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I am the kind of person who kind of just decided in my head a while ago that companies make products that work together to make sure that their products work well. So since I'm using a Too Faced palette, I'm going to be using Too Faced primer. If I'm using Urban Decay eyeshadow, I'll use an Urban Decay primer. NARS and NARS, you get the picture. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this, like a tiny little bit, and go over primarily the lid and crease area, but a little bit up on my brow bone. And then of course sweeping it under. A little bit more on the other side. I've already prepped my face with my foundation and blush and bronzer. And on my lips I am wearing a jelly lip gloss from Mary Kay. It's one of the new ones. It's called Bury Me. It came in my Ipsy bag and it's a really pretty color. It just has a little bit of tint to it. It's kind of like a great tinted lip gloss, and it's not very sticky, and I'm liking it so far. I've only had it on for a few minutes, but I'm liking it. So then you're going to take, after you put on your primer and it dries a little bit, but you still want a little tacky, you're going to take your flat shader brush and you're going to stick it in the color you want all over your lid. I'm going to choose this coppery color right here in the second row. I'm going to dig my brush in and lie this all over my lid. I'm not going to pull it all the way over to the side, but I really want to make sure that I cover the middle and the inner third. So I guess you're going to cover about 2/3 of your lid in this copper color, or whatever color you choose for your lid. I find that with this product specifically, with the primer and this brush, I have to dig it in just a little bit more than I normally would, but it ends up paying off really, really well. You could also definitely use a patting technique with this eyeshadow and pat it onto your eye. But I am a swiper. So depending on the time of day that you're going to be wearing this look, you might want to choose to use a highlight. If you do want to use a highlight, just go ahead and take your brush, flip it on over, and stick it in a highlight. I'm going to do this matte color right here, the first color in the top row. And this is just going to go right under the arch of the eyebrows. Don't even care if I see it because I'm really not too concerned about it right now. So next we're going to take our dome brush. This one is just from e.l.f. and I'm going to stick it in this olivey green color at the end of the second row, in the same row as the copper. I'm going to swirl it around in there. And this is where you're going to use the darker color to define your crease and also shadow and smoke out the outer corner of your eye. I'm just going to start right at the edge of my eyelashes, give a little wiggle, pull up into the crease, out into the eyelid, and under the eye a little bit. Okay, so again we're going wiggle, 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 up into the crease, into the eye, under the lower lashes. And this is just going to create a little smoky effect, and it brings a little bit of, you know, change in color to your eye. It makes it really, really, really easy to gradate the two colors and pull them together without it looking really, really obvious and like you spent a whole lot of time blending. This little tactic will blend the colors for you without you having to do a whole lot of work. So on this side, I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. So we're going to place it at the outer corner, wiggle, 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 pull up into the crease, into the eyelid, and under the lower lashes. Pretty easy, right? Ready? Wiggle, 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 up into the crease, into the eyelid, under the lower lashes. And that is pretty much it. Then you're going to want to keep whatever product is left on the outside or what is left on your dome brush and just kind of smooth over the outside. Make sure everything is blended nicely. Most of the work is going to be done for you just from using that technique. So if you want to, you can pull it out a little more, you can round it off, whatever you want to do with it. But just like that, you're done. I mean, that's really all it was. I'm going to go ahead and finish off this look with my Rimmel Soft Kohl eyeliner in black and my CoverGirl Bombshell mascara. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I loved this technique because it was super easy for me to do in the morning and it lasted all day. The shadow and turns really did help the pigment and the color stay on my eyelids, and that was really, really wonderful for hiking around you know, Florence and Venice all day. It was a really quick thing to do. You could just kind of like not slap it on, but you know, it was very quick to do and it looked great. And I felt pretty all day. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. I hope that you guys have fun with this technique and you can use it with lots of different colors. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Until next time, peace, love, and smiles.